Tuesday with licensed professional counselor Yunetta Spring.
Yunetta Spring, good morning.
How you feeling this morning?
How you doing? I'm all right. How you doing, Ricky?
Man, blessed. Happy to have you this morning. I know you got a lot.
Yes, it's been a lot, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's been a lot, so I have a lot. But, I want to check in with everybody, just see how everybody's doing this morning.
Man, we're doing good this morning. God is good. God is awesome. And just, taking it one day at a time. I mean, like yesterday was a good day. There was no tears. And I'm like, okay, God, I'll take it. Like, if you give it to me one day at a time, if you give me a good day where I laugh and smile, the only thing that made me cry yesterday, I went to a Jamaican restaurant in Montgomery with my son, and the waitress came over and said, that couple over there gonna buy y'all dinner. And that completely wiped me out. Just the love, the genuineness, and the kindness of somebody that I hadn't even met him yet, and already offered to pay for our food. And that just kind of wiped me out yesterday. But I was just overcome with love. It wasn't grief. It was love. And the man just hugged me, him and his wife, and hugged my son in a circle like we've been knowing them for years. And but yesterday was a good day. Today's been a good day so far. And every good day God gives me, I'll take it. And I'm running with them good days because they mean everything.
Yeah. You know what? I had a little bit of something prepared, but what you just said is kind of taking me in a different direction, because what you said is like it was love that kind of broke you down in that moment. Yeah. And I think love and grief, they kind of share the same space in our hearts, in our mind, in our system. And it's love that causes us to grieve, right? But it's the pain associated with the amount of love that we have for that person that we've lost that kind of takes us through, these various cycles of grief. So I love the way that you're allowing yourself to navigate this and feel what you feel and accept the love and cry when you need to and laugh when you need to. I think what makes grief very difficult, it's difficult regardless, right? But what makes it heavier is when we don't allow ourselves to navigate through those different emotions, and we try to shut them off or turn them off in different states. And, one of the the ideal way to grieve is to allow yourself to feel what you feel, when you feel it, how you feel it. And we don't all have the ability to do that sometimes, which makes it much more difficult. But there's an acronym for grief, and it's called DABDA. And we've talked about this on the show before, but it's just to help you understand. In counseling, we use a phrase called name it to tame it, right? And basically what that means is when I can name how I feel, then I can sort of tame or stabilize my emotions. But if I'm feeling something and I'm not sure what it is, that confusion makes that emotion a lot more difficult to tolerate. So DABDA stands for denial. The D is for denial. The A is for anger. The B is for bargaining. The D is for depression. And then the A is for acceptance, right? And grief isn't linear. So it's not like we're going to go through all of these waves or phases in a sequential way. We're going to deal with those. I may feel depressed one minute, and then I'm angry the next. And then I'm bargaining, which is when I'm looking back trying to figure out what could I have done differently. If I had done this, then maybe this wouldn't have happened. And it's almost like we're trying to make sense of a senseless situation. Grief is senseless.
Right.
It doesn't make sense for somebody to be here today and gone tomorrow, or here one minute and gone the next. So that's a lot for our brain and our body to process. And it's a process. It takes a lot of time to be able to do that. But one thing I want to encourage listeners and Ricky and everybody that's been impacted by this loss to do is really pay attention to how you process in this loss. Go into therapy if you need to, journal if you need to, find a support group, whatever you need to do to make sense of this senseless situation, because your brain needs to organize your pain.
Right.
And disorganized pain leads to trauma.
Wow.
Right? So while we're in this state of everything being fresh, it's really important that you allow yourself to process how you feel and that you organize this pain in a healthy way. Otherwise, it will lead to trauma. It'll lead to relationship issues. It'll lead to disconnect in family relationships. It's really important at this time that you organize and process this pain in a healthy way.
Yeah. And, God be showing up at the weirdest of times, because I was stressing out and I saw my cousin Bubby get out of that car with them white shoes on.
See,
Don't do that.
Feel what you feel. That's what she just said. Feel what you feel, Ricky.
And I'm talking about there was extra strength Tylenol white.
Please stop.
Platform.
No.
Council Spring, did you see what I see?
I had to put my shades on.
Bye-bye. No, ma'am. You were not. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Baby shoes.
Yes, son. He had them on. We had to walk away. That's when I went. At that point, I went and got on in the family car. I was ready after that. So God said, there you go. Look at this. Now let's go do this.
He'll give
Try
you what
right
you need
hard,
when you
Monica.
need it.
And then, Brad, at the funeral, guess who gave me a program? I didn't know a little person was on the usher board. I said, this is too
you know what?
much.
He may not come when you want him, but he always on time.
Do you hear me, Brad?
I hear you, yes.
Do you hear me? Crying, trying to hold a baby. Darlene up there singing, Leandria singing, and a little person over there trying to fan me, and my cousin over there with them white shoes on. Hey, let me tell you, it was a mix of emotions. We're gonna have to get these emotions in order so I can grieve. Council Spring, let everybody know how you can be reached.
So you can reach me. You can text the word spring to 55444 for resources, or go to my website, yunettaspring.com. That'll take you to the directory as well as get information from me. I'm on all social platforms at Yunetta Spring, and I look forward to connecting with y'all. Ricky, I'm not.
There it is. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Brought to you by Pfizer.